Frost playing?
Scott Frost is playing Chris Thomas. I don't know who he is, do you?
No, I don't. But I know Scott Frost.
You're watching the 24th annual Andy Mercer Memorial 9-ball tournament here at the Rum Runner. This is Daniel Busch. You're watching POVPOOL. And I'm sitting here with Jimmy Pretty Boy Floyd Mattaya, and we are covering the action here, sponsored by Kamui Tips, OBQs, Runout Apps, and Quick Clean. I want to thank Vegas Billiards Buzz for their help in getting this event out there. I also want to thank NYC Grind and Allison Fisher. We are using Quick Clean on the tables to keep these tables nice and clean. Be sure to visit all of our sponsors and tell them how grateful you all are for allowing them to support POVPOOL and these live streams.
Can't believe the shot I just saw King Kong miss.
Yeah, same here. Let Roger back in, and Roger's now going to be up 3-1 against King Kong.
Well, once again, you talk about a guy like King Kong playing someone that he knows he's supposed to beat, and when that happens, strange things happen. You know, you find you don't have your mind on the game; you got your mind on your opponent, and when you start doing that, well, you can forget about it.
Meanwhile, I also want to give a quick shout out to Scott Frost, who was a last-minute addition to this event, who is taking the place of Rodney Morris and is also here to benefit Hunter Cole, who is suffering from bone cancer. And Scott Frost is here selling t-shirts to benefit Hunter Cole. We want you to send a postcard and you know, just give a positive message to Hunter Cole, who is struggling. You know, he's fighting hard. He's fighting hard. We're all rooting for him right now. So
absolutely.
You can send a card or you know, a small donation to Hunter Cole and a family at 900 Sandpiper Court, Riverside, Ohio, 45424. Much appreciated. Scott Frost, the freezer, comes to the table.
A lot of
banking
talent,
at the one.
Guy. A lot of talent. And he doesn't fear nothing either.
No, but he looks like he's going to be banking again.
Well,
you think he'll take this on?
I don't know about trying to. Maybe he might try to bank this one. You know, he's a freewheeler. He's a gunslinger. This guy.
Definitely.
You know,
especially on a bar box. He's going to cross bank it.
Yep. He's a gunslinger. No, he's playing safe. Playing safe.
I think that was a good idea.
Well, he's a smart player. Definitely one of the top players in the world, Scott Frost.
Playing Chris Thomas, who is also a pretty strong player in Las Vegas area, right?
I don't know, Chris.
Or is he Arizona?
I'm not sure, but he just made a good shot.
Very nice kick. But I think he let Scott back in. Nice cue ball.
You know what I've noticed all the years that I've played? I've never seen a bad left-handed player. For whatever reason.
You haven't seen me play.
Are you a lefty?
Yes, I am.
Well, then I'll take the 7-8-9 from you, my friend, and you can bet something. Never seen a bad player that was a lefty. A lot of left-handed champions, and that's what Scott Frost is, a lefty. And for my money, they ought to outlaw lefties. They ought to bar them. That's all. Bar these guys.
Maybe we should just have our own tour.
Well,
All right, I hate to let the internet fans down, but hey,
Jeff Gray came to.
I got 3 against Ramin, and we had a good safety battle back and forth. Hopefully, Jimmy learned something in that match.
I learned a lot.
Yeah, he learned that I suck, and he wants to probably take my money. But you know what? Every pool game is a lesson. So
We called you a silent killer. I know you're always looking for action.
Jeff Gray, everybody.
played best I could. And he's a good shooter, and I'm not upset. We had a good safety battle. He's a better shot than I am. So.
We watched it from start to finish, and you know what? It was an even match.
Yeah, I had a couple. I had a run out I should have taken. It would have evened us up at 3-3, and from there missed a couple shots. But he plays strong, so I have no complaints.
Well, thanks to Jeff Gray. You're still in it. You're on the one-loss side. Kick ass, brother.
I actually played a loser of King Kong and Roger Bordley. So
okay. Well, that might be Roger the way this match is going. All right, and also you're looking right now at Lee Harvey versus Butch Barba, and a little bit of a safety battle going on between Lee Harvey and Butch Barba on the one ball. Speaking of safety battles, we've also got a safety battle going on right now between King Kong and Roger Bordley.
Good shot there by Kong. Only 2 balls on the table, and he managed to get behind the 9 and snooker his opponent on the 8. So it was a very good shot there by Kong.
That's an easy shot with a jump cue.
Well, there you go. We talked about that with the jump cues. Now, if this guy uses a jump cue, if he's got one, he's going to use it here, I would think.
Well, Chris Thomas let Scott Frost back in, and Scott is going to take him up on it. Let's see how Scott runs this rack. A little bit of inside draw. Looks good.
The key ball here is a 6 ball. If he can get on the 6 ball, I believe that's the lighter colored green is the 6 ball?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want to know who the guy was that made these balls. You got the 6 balls green, the 7 balls green. Hey, why don't you just make them all green, okay, my friend? I don't know the 6 from the 7, okay?
Just make them all green and put bigger numbers on them?
Yeah, I'll be like you, colorblind, okay?
Bernardo Chavez takes that rack, and it's going to be 3-2. And look at Scott Frost making it look easy. How did he do in the U.S. Bar Table Championship? Do you know?
I have no idea. But if he was there, I'm sure he did well. Racky dacky.
That's right. And by the way, I just want to let you know another match has also started on table 3. That is Brian Parks versus Troy Ritter. Right there, Brian Parks and Troy Ritter. And it looks like Troy has taken the second rack. It's 1-1, Brian Parks and Troy Ritter. And on the first table, you still got Butch Barba. Butch Barba now on the 5 ball. He's going to play a billiard here, it looks like. But where's the 5 ball going to go? Oh no, he plays the combo. It didn't even combo.
Now the 6 is hanging in the pocket over there. But let me tell you something. This is a little bit tricky trying to get position for the 7 ball. A little bit tricky. It's not as easy as it looks from here. He's going to have to jack up and control that snowball. Control and snow is what it's all about. This is not an easy shot.
It's jacked up.
Well,
Oh, he's nice and straight.
He hit it good. He hit it good.
Butch Barba, man, I'm telling you, man, he's a force to be reckoned with. He's got the craziest looking stroke, but he knows how to make them. And he really is a good 9-ball player. Good one-pocket player, too.
One pocket, I would say one pocket is one of the most difficult games of all games.
I was going to ask you, how do you like one pocket, Jimmy?
Well, I never was a one pocket player. You know, it's a very slow game, and I like games. You know, when I was a player, games you get up and shoot a lot, but one pocket is not designed for that. It's more of a safety game than anything.
Brisbane. Yeah, he's a good player, though.
No, but when you get rolls like that, yeah, but when he gets rolls of God, do you know what I mean? It's a fucking brutal game. I have people messaging me going, that was fucking torture.
Who are you playing next?
Walter
Class. You should be alright on this.
That's tomorrow, isn't it? 12:30. Tomorrow's another day. Oh, man, I've done the other way. I'm running right now.
You want to check in?
No, I'm fucking going home. I will do. I'm going home. I don't play till 12:30 tomorrow, so we'll play hanging around. We'll play hanging around. I like the setup. This
Thanks.
good, isn't it? Oh,
Race guy.
It's perfect.
yeah. I was looking at the picture there. I was like, how clean it is as well.
All I need is like a fucking cameraman, you know.
No, it's so how good it is though. I was looking at and I was thinking some of the streams that we see, and I'm looking at that and thinking how crystal clear it is. Do you know what I mean? Have you got different cameras or something?
No, that's what I used when we did our match.
Look how crystal clear it is though.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's nice.
No, it's fucking... I was looking at that screen, I'm like, wow. And then I've seen all the other ones. Look at the views.
90 day.
Yeah, 90 day. Look at the... I mean, how good the little venues is before television, and everyone can see what's going on in different games, you know?
You know what? For 2 years, people told me, you can't stream it, remember? You can't do it here, you can't do it here. You know how I am when people tell me you
Find
can't.
a way to do it.
Find a way.
That's how, look how good it is, though.
All right, so Butch Barba now is 3-1 on Lee Harvey, but we also got Scott Frost, the freezer. Well, there's Bernardo. King Kong takes another game. Now it's 3-3. King Kong versus Roger.
Well, my friend,
But Scott
I am
Frost.
going to check out of here, and I will leave all the commentary to you.
Not all of it, I hope. I appreciate
I am going to go and do what I do best.
it. Jimmy, it's great to see you. We'll see you. We'll be here for the whole weekend.
And what I do best is rob banks.
For all the Floydsters out there, Jimmy Mattaya is in the house. He's going to go rob banks. Scott Frost now up on Chris Thomas 3-0. You all right? Chris Thomas now taking a look, and he is in trouble. Hooked on the one ball. Dead hooked on the one ball. Doesn't look good for Chris. He's down 3-0. He's got to make something happen here in this loser break format.
How you doing?
Good. Be right back. We'll use the restroom. Sure.
Take him out, yeah.
Any more pay-per-views now?
4 today.
It's better than nothing.
All the 2-day ones.
No, 2 days. And there was a 1 day, right? Yeah, there was. I saw $15. All right, Scott's going to take it now, 4-0 against Chris Thomas. A couple of racking tables going on right now. Butch Barba shooting the 2-ball and up 3-1 on Lee Harvey.
You're right.
Let's check out the break. The 6-ball goes down for Roger Bordley. And for Scott Frost, he breaks dry. Oh no, I mean for Chris Thomas, he makes the 2-ball. I hope everybody is enjoying this live stream, free coverage today on Friday. I want to encourage you guys to pick up the pay-per-view of this live stream. Brackets will be available on challenge.com. You can pick up a 3-hour pass, a 1-day pass, or a 2-day pass. 2-day passes will be eligible for a drawing for any one of 2 sets, complete sets of Kamui player cards that have just been released. I want to thank Kamui Tips
I'm as accurate as can be right now, I think.
for sponsoring this event and providing 2 sets, complete sets of pool player cards, collectible cards. Some of these will be autographed as well. Thanks to Kamui for their support of POVPOOL's live streams.
I looked at the wall earlier. It wasn't up.
Scott Frost shooting at the 3. And is he going to play the combo? Looks like he's taking it on.
I'll do the finals with you if you want.
Yeah.
Huh? Unless you got somebody else.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Scott Frost misses that combo. Lets Chris back into the match.
Pencil you in just in case you can't make it, Jimmy. I'm gonna pencil you in just in case.
And there's a familiar voice.
Pencil you in.
Mr. Boggs. How you doing, Freddie?
Pretty good. What's happening? Daniel.
Freddie Boggs, how you doing, man? Freddie Boggs knows every shot in the book. Wrote the book on shot. Chris Thomas now looking to close his first rack against Scott Frost. If he wins, it'll be 3-1. Looks good. Roger Bordley up on King Kong. Actually, no. Roger Bordley is now trailing King Kong 4-3, so this would make it 4-4. And Butch Barba is just not letting Lee Harvey in. Match between Brian Parks, who is down on his ball right now, shooting against Troy Ritter, is up 3-1. He's got a hell of a roll. Butch Barba a little tough on the 8. He's frozen on the rail. Can't do much with the cue ball. Just got to roll this in natural. Just got to be careful not to scratch in the side.
Just a full game.
And looks good. Butch Barba will take this, make it 4-1. Back to Scott Frost, who gives the table back to Chris Thomas after a dry break. After a push, it looks like. Chris is going to take it on. Scott's trying to decide how he wants to play this. He's going to play a safety. Not leaving much for Chris to work with. Now I want to nap. I want to give a shout out to Upstate Al from AZ Billiards in the chat room. Say hey to you. It was great meeting you at the Super Billiards Expo this year. And I hope to see you again shortly on my next visit to the East Coast, hopefully towards the end of the summer. Scott Frost taking no prisoners here. Hitting that 7-ball in with confidence. And he's got no problems. Chris Thomas relinquishes the game, forfeits the game, and it is now Hill 1, Scott Frost. Roger Bordley has managed to catch up with Bernardo Chavez. The game is 4-4 right now. Roger looking like he might be slightly hooked on the 3-ball, but can he get enough of it? He's looking at it. Is he going to bank it? He's jacked up. Nope, plays a safety. And Bernardo comes back to the table with ball in hand. Butch Barba against Lee Harvey. Lee Harvey now down on the 2-ball. Is he hooked? What's he doing? Why did he shoot the 9? Was he trying to swerve around the 9? He's going to give a ball in hand to Butch. And Brian Parks is ahead of Troy Ritter 4-1. There goes King Kong, about to take a game lead against Roger Bordley.
You try this again. It's running like crap on my phone right
And it's looking good. Hey, I noticed that it wasn't playing on the back monitor.
now. It is now. My battery went dead. And so it lost the connection. I need to try to get it connected to the rum runner.
Chris Thomas is, I think he's hooked himself here. Score now between King Kong
What's that?
and Roger Bordley. 5 games to 4. King Kong in the lead. Roger Bordley breaking. So that puts King Kong on the hill.
The Chromecast app.
Brian Parks is now up 5 games to 1 against Troy Ritter. That's on that back table there. And Butch Barba is up 4 games to 1 on Lee Harvey. Oops, let's make that 5 games to 1 as Butch just comboed the 9-ball. And finally, Chris Thomas getting hooked again. He keeps hooking himself. He's laughing about it. What am I doing? I keep hooking myself. I'm playing Scott Frost. What do I do? I forgot how to play. Score there is 5-1. Chris Thomas in big, big trouble. And those are the score updates right now. Well, Chris Thomas leaves an open table for Scott. And if he could just quickly run this out, that'll be it for Scott Frost in his first match of the 24th Annual Andy Mercer Memorial Tournament. We'll be seeing from him, Scott, again later on, and the handshake. And with that, if you'll allow me to refresh the stream so that we can get all audio and picture issues sorted out, we'll be right back. I want to thank our sponsors, Quick Clean, Runout Apps, Kamui Tips, and OBQs. Check out the OB Lift Q, Jump Q, or the OB Lift Pro. We'll be right back, guys. Thanks.